Hi there, I'm Budda and you're watching Dr. Guitar, a show for all you guitarists out there. In today's episode, I'm showing you how to get those wonderful spaghetti western tones. They also work in a surf or spy movie context because they are kind of the same. But first of all, let me thank my dear patrons for supporting the show. If you want to become a patron, just go to the link and follow the steps. It's super easy and you'll be getting access to free video lessons every week, a backing track every month, early access to the episodes, and my huge thank you. You can also support the channel by contributing to the tip jar on PayPal. And if you're interested in guitar lessons or vocal lessons with me, just send me an email or a direct message via Instagram or Facebook and we'll deal with it from there. Also, please visit my reverb.com store where I have a lot of good stuff that I review here in the show, but I can't afford to keep. Let's go! The spaghetti western sound was created in the 60s, basically by Ennio Morricone. He's the composer for all the spaghetti western movies. So basically, they were doing movies with a smaller budget, so they couldn't hire a full orchestra, neither a big studio to record the full orchestra. Ennio Morricone had the great idea of picking up a small group of musicians, but writing music for them as he wrote for an orchestra. So instead of having like a guitar playing a regular chord supporting the song, everyone is playing small melodies and small parts and small themes. The good, the bad, and the ugly are one of the most famous soundtracks of spaghetti western movies. At that time, Fender had just released the Reverb tank, which was a reverb unit, and the Twin Reverb was also a thing. So reverb and tremolo were high at that time. Fender guitars were high at that time, so they were using Jaguar guitars, Jazzmaster, Strats, of course, and baritones, as I used in the intro. The incredible thing is, because of the limitations of a low budget, Ennio Morricone created an incredible new sound that gave origin to the spaghetti western, but also to the spy movie sound. Reverb and tremolo are crucial to nail this tone. Today, I'm using my Twin Reverb because it's the amp for that, but I'm also using two great pedals by Surfy Industries. I'm using the Surfy Bear Reverb tank, which is actually the same thing as a Fender Reverb tank without the tubes. So instead of the tubes, we have FET and MOSFET doing the amplification and the preamplification. And I'm using an incredible Surfy Industries pedal for this kind of amp, for the Twin Reverb, which is the Blossom Point. The Blossom Point is basically kind of simulating the amp on the edge of breakup, like the amp on that really great special setting that you can, it's compressing, but it's not distorting, it's blooming, as they say. I love it for this stuff. I use it a lot here in the studio, for example, to use with my rotary speaker, which is a SISM. And since it's not a tube speaker, it doesn't have that beautiful compression of tube. So I use the Blossom Point to get to that. With the Twin Reverb, I'm just using it to not play it loud as hell because the Twin Reverb doesn't compress. So let's hear the Twin Reverb clean, no reverb, no tremolo, with my beautiful Danelectro Baritone guitar. Okay, now let's turn on the reverb of the Twin Reverb. And the tremolo. Now I will turn the blossom point and you'll hear a big difference. So no blossom point. No blossom point. To me, it's just crucial to play with the Twin Reverb. It's the pedal I was missing for my Twin Reverb or for high headroom amps. It makes it sound bigger and exploding in a beautiful way. But the reverb in the Twin Reverb, it's not incredibly loud as they used in spaghetti western movies. So I have the Surfy Bear tank, Surfy Bear reverb tank, which is just magnificent. So everything on, blossom point, tremolo on my Twin Reverb, and the reverb from Surfy Bear reverb. This feedback is thanks to the Blossom Point. It's just an incredible pedal. You can get like other reverbs, like the Flint by Strymon. It's a cool reverb, but to me, no reverb comes close to this one, except if you go for the vintage Fender heads, that the Fender Reverb tanks. And I'm playing with a baritone, so there's a few things really crucial to nail this spaghetti western tone. First, I'm playing minor keys, which is very common. So I'm playing minor E, in this case minor B, but I'm playing as if I was an E. and playing dramatic, then I'm playing close to the bridge because it gets that pop. Instead of here. I'm also playing the flat 4, so it's a diminished, because spaghetti western movies are very tense, very dramatic, very mysterious, so minor keys are usually great for that. But then they also used like the transposition to the major relative, or to the relative major, for hope. So if you're playing like the part where you have your villain or something bad is gonna happen, they're playing minor, so I'm here playing minor B. And something happens and there's hope and a brand new dawn comes in. We go to G major. So this is crucial, and then the palm muting with the reverb gets you that drip. You hear like small metallic noises because it's made by the spring. Without the tremolo. Without reverb. Funny, the reverb gives it a huge thing. Let me mix a little less reverb. And I'm also picking really hard. Another great tip is using tremolo. So I'm here using my Strat that has tremolo, and it's a very classic guitar for surf music, for, of course, spaghetti western and for spy movies. So this is not low-tuned baritone, it's a regular one. So let me go to E minor. this sound is where Chris Isaak went and picked up for the song. And using the tremolo gives you that haunting melody with the tremolo on the amp and the vibrato on the guitar. You have that magic, those strange notes, kind of chorus. So the tone comes not only from the pedals and from the effects you use, but also from your choice of notes, which usually for spaghetti western they need to be minor, and they usually use the harmonic minor scale, which is a minor scale with a major 7 on it, so the 5 can be dominant. If you are struggling with this, go and watch my Basic Theory for Guitar Players video, where I explain all the intervals. But basically, a minor scale would sound like this. And the harmonic minor has, instead of having the flat 7, it has the major 7. So it sounds like this. Kind of Arabic in a way, with reverb. Another very famous trick is to use sliding down like. Like on Bang Bang by Nancy Sinatra. And funny enough, a lot of people associate this with Quentin Tarantino, which is really funny because Quentin Tarantino is not a musician, not a songwriter, but he selected a lot of these types of songs for his movies, so it's usually frequently associated with Tarantino. Like Bang Bang, for example, is a soundtrack on Kill Bill. Not by accident, the Godfather theme, which is very Italian sounding, could also be a spaghetti western soundtrack, because it has all the things that spaghetti western music has, but the tones are different. But if we play it with the same inspiration, So if you play it with the right intention and usually lower it to the lowest octave. So for example, first melody. If you move it lower on the guitar fretboard, a very important thing is the reverb you use, and if you use something like the Surfy Bear reverb, or there's a Boss FRV1, I think it's discontinued, but if you can get your hands on one, it's really cool. The Strymon Flint, it's also a great spring reverb, because they have the dwell and they allow you to really crank the sound going into the reverb, so the reverb is completely exploding. Another way of getting that is to use like a compressor or an overdrive, a light overdrive, before the reverb, so your reverb will be kind of exploding too, like we do here with the dwell, because the dwell is a preamp going into the reverb. And the tremolo is a great addition. A Strat is a guitar you can never go wrong for this, but also a Jazzmaster or even a Danelectro, because they sound very bright and spiky. And of course, an amp like a Twin Reverb is the perfect thing for this, but you can get away with something like a Deluxe Reverb. Even the Deluxe Reverb Tone Master has a great reverb, way better, way bigger than the one I have in the Twin Reverb. Well, that's it. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, because I really love to know if I was clear enough and if this was helpful to you. If you want to support the show, you can become a patron. Just go to the link and it's super easy. You can also contribute to the tip jar on PayPal, and I thank you a lot in advance. If you're interested in guitar lessons with me, just send me an email or a direct message via Instagram or Facebook, and we'll deal with it from there. If you're interested in guitar lessons or vocal lessons with me, just send me an email or a direct message via Instagram or Facebook, and we'll deal with it from there. Please also visit my reverb.com store, where I have some of the gear I review here in the show, but I can't afford to keep. There's affiliate links below for all the products I've been using here, or at least for what Amazon has. So please go and look there if you're interested. And if you buy from there, Amazon will give me a small commission. Thank you so much. We see each other next week. Bye-bye.